What is going on, guys? We are back with day number 2. The second time we're going to go through the respect series with Big John here. Okay, so Big John, we worked him yesterday. He's a problem quarter horse that just came in. Yesterday we had his first session with him, and he's known for being horse aggressive. He's known for bucking, and we were able to go through the respect series, see what we wanted out of him, see what problems he might have. Already we got a good inkling on who he is and what we want to work on. So we'll make some small and subtle adjustments accordingly. So every day we're going to start off with the same thing. How long do we work them from the ground or do the respect series? Until we feel ridiculous doing it because they pass so easily. So just like that, he passed kindergarten. We're going to move off to see if he remembers how to. So you remember he would turn his head kind of upside down like that? And yesterday we put the reins on him pretty early. All these stuff, we can already start making these adjustments because we know who he is. So I'm going to do two things. I'm going to go to first grade and I'm going to soften him, but then we remember at the end of the day, the canter was his issue. So I'm going to do two things. I'm going to make sure that he's soft and easy. I control his face. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to send him out and do some cantering in first grade just to make sure that he knows how. So look how soft he is. I mean, he is just butter soft today off those reins. Good boy. Very nice, very nice. Now we're going to put him out here and see if he can move. So we got a trot. Let's see if we get a canter. And ho. Good boy, and ho. So you could tell somebody somewhere has done that a lot to him to wear him out. The way that whenever you send him off, he does it with such vigor, if you will. You could tell that his punishment for everything has been just running a circle. Now we come right back and make sure, even though that we asked him to move, that he's still soft. We can even move those different body parts, move his butt, move his shoulders, move his shoulders again, cross over that front end, cross over that butt. Good job, buddy. Drop his head. Very nice. Very nice fella. From there, we can do a little desensitizing, but if you remember right, I mean, this guy did not do anything for desensitizing whatsoever. So once you've been through the respect series once or twice with the horse and you already have it established, okay, this is not a spooky horse at all, then you don't have to go in depth. You have to go in depth on the first day so you can ask those questions to the horse and see who they are. So instead of spending time putting a tarp all over him or a cam bag or this, that, and the other, I realized that he is not that type of horse. He is not the spooky type of horse. So I'm just going to ensure, that I can move him, that he's comfortable moving off with a crop, because I know my goal for today is to get him moving a little bit better. So instead of spending the next 20 minutes desensitizing a horse that is already relaxed and pretty easy, instead what I'll do is I'm going to remind him about the come get me trick. I'm going to introduce a crop to him just in case I need it from the saddle. So the reason I want to make sure to introduce the crop to him is because if I have to crop him from the ground, I want to know what his reaction is going to be. You could tell somebody's cropped on him by the way that he's switching his tail, by the way he's showing his face. I haven't cropped him enough for him to be doing that. So you could tell that he's been pushed to go forward, which is no big deal, no harm, no foul. But all these things, anything we're going to introduce, it's good to know. Again, I'm getting on from the wall Not because I can't get on from the ground, but we're trying to increase his value. And it increases his value if I do the come get me trick. Up on the wall. Good boy. Good memory from yesterday. Let's move him over a little closer. Oh. Good boy. Oh. Oh. I appreciate that he's already willing to go, but I want whenever I get on that the horse stands still. So I'm just going to tie my lead rope up and pick on him in the meantime, like so. Look how I just touch him and release him until I'm ready. Perfect. We hop on, we're going to sit still. Horses are creatures of habit. If we get on and go, the next thing you know, they'll go before we get on. So we want to make sure that we are hopping on and sitting still. Then we're simply going to go through 5th grade, which is flexing. I just want to keep flexing him until he doesn't move his feet. One thing you want to see here is look how I don't flex right down his neck. I'm going to pull out and around here like so. That's going to make it easier for him to understand what I'm asking. There we go. By me sliding my hand out and down, look how he already moved his head just by me sliding my hand down the reins. There we go. There we go. Slide my hand down the reins. There we go. And the fact that there's a monsoon going on has nothing to do with how we're riding. I still expect him to pay attention. I still expect him to be right there. There we go. There we go. Good job, buddy. 5th grade, pass like that. Now we're gonna go to 6th grade where we move his butt. Just like that, he gives us his butt. Move off, move his butt. Move off, move his butt. Move his butt. Very nice. Very soft, passing really nicely. The next thing that we're going to do is what he struggled at, which is 7th grade spirals. Grab him right here. Oh. Look how soft and easy that was today. Remember yesterday how difficult he was to get him backing up crooked? Do the same thing here. Oh, get him backing up crooked. Thunder, lightning, rain, none of it matters. We're under a roof. We're probably safe. The metal roof will protect us from the lightning. Come around here. Back him up crooked. Bump, bump, bump. Look how I'm sitting back over his rear end. I'm sitting back, my legs are off. He's already starting to expect it now. That's 7th grade. We're gonna go to 8th grade, which is stopping. Trot him off here. Oh, he's already taking the stop. He's already coming off of stopping is one of his favorite speeds, so that's not too difficult. Oh, Whenever you get those horses backing up easy crooked, stopping is almost second nature. It's super easy, not a problem at all. So that is what we want to see. The next thing that we are going to do is we are going to start flexing in motion for 9th grade. So 9th grade, we are going to simply drive forward here, release to the inside, release to the inside, send him forward, he's moving, give his face and release. Whatever we do to one side, we're going to do the other side. And we just want to see, hey, will you give me your face even when your feet are moving? Once he's willing to give his face in motion, and he's given that no problem, the next thing that we want to do is we want to get the last of the big three, which is his shoulders. And he's got some huge shoulders. We want to get his face first, his butt second, and now his shoulders. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to put him in a small circle and get him bent and moving forward. Once we have him bent and moving forward, then we're going to drive him outward by taking our outside rein and outside leg off of him. So we're going to get him right here. There we go. See him scooting over? That's shoulder movement. That's nice. But gotta send him forward, move him over. He gets stuck. I hold my hand in position. There we go. Good boy. Whatever we do to one side, we got to do to the other. So right there, he tried to straighten up. There we go. That's great movement. We did that by locking this hand to his shoulder, opening the outside rein and leg, and you see him stepping over in that front end. There we go. So you saw all my kissing and kicking and clicking. That was to keep him going forward. Motion over maneuver. So just like that, he tried to get stuck in a straight line, and I encouraged him by continuously kissing to him and kicking with my inside leg and driving him. And when his face softened, his feet moved over to the left. That's exactly what we want to see. The softer we get him in the face, the better his shoulders are going to move. That's what I'm looking for right there. Right there, he's getting stuck. There we go. There we go, buddy. That's it, Big John. That's how we do it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. You don't have a shoulder issue, guys. You don't have a butt issue. You have the issue of you don't have them soft enough in the face. Now, for grade number 11, we're going to do push obstacles. And for your obstacle, think the bigger the obstacle, the easier it is. The smaller the obstacle, the harder it is. But I'm going to sit back on my butt and drive him forward. Keep pointing him towards that obstacle. If I touch the reins, it's only one side. Look how I can pop him on the butt whenever I have him moving, because I already have him bent. I don't want to pop him in a straight line, because if I do that, he might buck with me or run with me. There we go. There we go. Look at that, and give that loose rein right back to him, and make wherever you point him the easy place for him to go. Just what we're looking for right there. There we go. Good job, buddy. This is a great time where you can really pull on him, grab that steering wheel, kind of tell him what to do without too much fear of repercussion, because there's something that has his attention. So I plan on pushing him when I ask him for speed transitions today. So I want to make sure that he's okay with me pulling him around, pushing him forward. And just with that simple ideology of left, right, forward, you can get the spookiest of horses to do any obstacle you want to. Any horse can become an obstacle horse. Any horse can become a trail horse, but we have to have left, right, face, and butt. If you don't have left, right, face, and butt, and they can lock you out, well, then you can get in trouble. So the two ways that make a horse come unglued, that make them lose their training, that put you in trouble, even if they're a trained horse that knows better, like this guy, is scaring them. So push obstacles, things that are scary, desensitizing. From the ground, what we're looking for is we spook them, they drag us or run into us. That's a no-go. You got to fix that first by doing it repetitively and showing them the answer you want. Under saddle, it's like a push obstacle, and a push obstacle is anything that you can left, right, and go forward, over, or under, or push. So a tarp, water, going through a gate that has a different sand or color, anything that they perceive as an obstacle that you can simply left, right, and give them the freedom to go over it is a push obstacle by definition. So yesterday was a tarp, today is a soccer ball. And then the last thing, remember yesterday, this whole process took us around an hour. I don't know if we're 15 minutes in maybe, and we've already gone through everything, and now we're ready on what we really need to work on with him. The only thing that he really struggled with yesterday was 12th grade, which was speed transitions. So now we saved up his battery by him knowing all the answers to this stuff for him to be able to move off easier. And we're gonna ask a little bit more of him today. So he's walking here, that's great. We're gonna ask him to trot, trot. Remember how stuck he was? All the freedom in the world to go forward. Trot. Good boy. Walk. Good boy. Look how much more freely he moved today. Yesterday his face was sticky. A sticky head makes for sticky feet. He was soft, he was resistant. He didn't want to give in his face yesterday, and that made his feet sticky. Today, he's a lot softer, a lot easier in that face of his, so his feet are moving a lot more freely. Well, Michael, you didn't use the circle to slow him down. You are right, I did not use the circle to slow him down because he doesn't want to go. So we give the same test to every horse. Every horse passes or fails them differently because just like us, every horse is their own personality. Every horse has their own quirks, their own thought processes. So we're very steadfast about the passing the test. We're very flexible about our approach. We're dead set, they gotta pass our test for us to ride them. We're dead set, they gotta pass these tests for us to go outside. But we're very flexible about our approach. If he was trying to run away with me and I wanted to downshift him, transition him downward, I would use a small circle. Since he's a lazy horse that doesn't want to work, all I have to do is gas him up to the speed that I want. And just like if you're in a car, take your foot off the accelerator and it slows down, well, he's that type of horse. If he was not that type of horse and he wanted to run on his own, well then what I would do, instead of pulling him back with two hands, I would use that smaller circle to slow him down. Whatever we do to one side, we've got to do to the other side. So look how the reins don't change. They stay loose, head stays down. If he gives me an issue, I'm going to pull him off into the inside as if I'm lunging him. Trot. trot, walk. So for this guy right here, Big John, transitioning downward is a breeze, which somebody's gonna love. Basically, he's like one of those golf carts that doesn't have a brake pedal. Kind of freaky the first time you drive it. It just has a gas pedal. If you go forward, you press the gas, you go forward. The moment you take your foot off the gas, that is the brake. He's gonna be that type of horse. If you have a hot horse, a lot of times it's not gonna work the same way until you get it figured out. So, with that being said, if you have a hot sensitive horse, you may have to use the circling to slow them down. If that's the case, no harm, no foul. If they're going with you and it feels like you took your foot off the gas and you're still going faster, make the circle smaller and smaller until they break down to the gear that you want. Walk, trot, canter. Notice I already, from the day one of working with him, already start calling it out. I already start saying trot when I want him to trot. I already say canter when I want him to canter. If you can do this, the horse will start seeing that pattern. Okay? Horse will already start seeing that pattern and get better about it. So it's all up to you. Through focus and repetition, you're gonna get the horse to do whatever you want. Real proud of this guy. 20 minutes we got done in what took us an hour and 15 minutes yesterday. If it wasn't monsooning outside, this would be the first day that I'm like comfortable enough with him, as he passed the Respect Series so well that I would take him out for a short walk, and it would be a short walk. It would be one time around the barn maybe, just let him walk on a loose rein, make him think that performance work happens in the ring. When we go out on the trail, I want you to be relaxed as can be. So a lot of times a day like today, but what I do not want to do, pro tip, don't ride the tryout of the horse. Notice we got him cantering so much better than yesterday. Yesterday he just looked like he wanted to buck me off. He made a mean face, his ear was pinned to the side. Today he cantered off and trotted off almost willingly, like looking forward to going somewhere. Didn't even have to pick up a crop like I thought I might have to. And I did 1 or 2 laps to each side and that was it. Don't punish the horse for trying. So many folks would get this horse, well, you're fat and out of shape, so we're gonna whip you into shape. That's a great way to get this horse to hate his job. You want to, in that aspect of it, you want to ease into that part. When it comes to the relationship part, you know, start the process, get in there and show them exactly what you want. Get in there and show them who you are, what you expect from them. But then when it comes to that shape part, especially this horse has been a pasture ornament since he was bought because he gave his owner such a scary ride, make sure that you don't ride the try out of him and get him to a place where he doesn't like riding. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and tune in for the next video and you'll see ride number 3. Thanks so much for watching.